Moon Platoon, we have filings. Yes, we have paperwork coming underway to try and invigorate, investigate, and possibly cause the next step of the squeeze. We have what the F does the most recent New York Stock Exchange SEC filing mean? NYSE is giving high frequency trading a swift kick in the pants by user JSmar18. Give them a big upvote, and hey, stay until the end so that I can give you guys my opinions on this argument, right? This is a clear set of research, but I'm assuming there's going to be their own spin put into this article. So me, Professor Meatball, we're all going to try and give you guys a more objective point of view, right? One that is tempered with the context from reading dozens, if not 100 or so DDs at this rate. And if you guys like that kind of hustle and grind, go ahead and drop a like on this video, drop a subscribe, and we will go on continuing forward. Well, won't we looky here? Looks like the NYSE might be trying to capitalize on the recent market scrutiny to take another pot shot at every market manipulator's fave friend. ALOs, add liquidity orders, and ISOs, intermarket sweep orders. If you don't know by now, they tend to write about order types and HFT, high frequency trading. Of particular focus to me is the New York Stock Exchange Chicago, due to one, particularly low volume. I tend to write about order types and HFT of particular focus to, which makes it easy to pick up changes in order type behavior. 2, a probable stomping ground for our friend Citadel. And 3, NYSE trying to amend ALO and ISO orders multiple times. So this is not something that is new. It's possibly a long time coming. For reference, the NYSE has made up of multiple exchanges such as Arca, National, American, and their personal fave, Chicago. Chicago's in the chat. Anywho, what is up with the most recent news from this user phone monkey 2500? This bad boy, a filing from the NYSE Chicago with the SEC proposing to amend some rules. It's pretty dry as such. He is at your service to explain it into monk speak, but first off, let's get some background on their previous post that explains the 2 orders of interest. And remember guys, this was pretty heady, but we are going to make it clear enough so that even the most smooth-brained apes can learn a thing or two right here. So make sure you guys are staying to the end and helping us get to 100K. It would be lovely if you guys came along. Intermarket sweep orders are generally a large quantity order that is sent to multiple exchanges. This is how it functions. 1, an order is submitted in the pre-market to sell at a price of 40.80 and is sent to exchange A. 2, the best price on exchange A is 40.63. Right? Exchange B receives an intermarket sweep order to buy 800 shares of a stock at limit price of 40.88, and then the best price on the exchange B is 40.88. So the trader that enters the intermarket sweep order would be required to fulfill their regulation NMS requirement by executing the maximum available quantity on exchange A at 40.63, and then may execute the balance of the order on exchange B at 40.88, even though it is at a price that is inferior to the 40.80 order resting in the book on exchange A. The 40.80 price is not the inside quote and is therefore not protected in terms of the balance of the sweep order executing at exchange B at price of 40.88. In monk speak, it fills the lowest alternate exchange price before filling the order at the higher price. And to make this more complicated, this is an order with a modifier. ISO is the modifier, so let's understand an IOC. These are orders which attempt to execute immediately and cancel any unfilled portion. In other words, place a buy for $10 for 10 stocks at 180 and 1 cent. It's only able to be filled to a portion of 5 shares at 180 and 1 cent and then canceled straight away. A key part to these types of orders is derived from the following. The intermarket sweep exception enables trading centers that receive sweep orders to execute those orders immediately without waiting for better price quotations in other markets to be updated. This is derived from a response to change how ALOs work from the NYSE, as they have been a thorn in their side since 2014, a prelude to what we'll go into later with more recent attempt to fix shady stuff that HFTs love abusing. So essentially this is a loophole that a very fast robot can take advantage of, because currently they these rules are mainly made for people who don't have the ability to snipe these small gaps in the market. First of all, this is not ALO. First of all, thanks to this user on this bad boy, because it's a complicated beast, this order type is a doozy and is currently being used for nefarious purposes. ALO follows a strict if-then rule set on the locks or crosses. This rule set forces the ALO to perform these trades until it is fully consumed or the order is canceled. This rule also, once ALO is resting on the exchange and it was forced to change its price in accordance with this rule, then it now gets to be priced in accordance with this rule. And this is the equivalent of HFT when ALO activates, but it comes with a built-in safety feature that if the price goes up, sell ALO, or down, buy ALO, the ALO limit price is no longer locking or crossing at the values it was getting moved to. So it reverts back to the original limit order price. Monkey speak translator. These orders create sell-buy walls that have a nifty function that essentially flips the safety switch back to the original limit order price if too much buy-sell pressure is applied. So this gives us a better look at how a high-frequency trading algorithm can take your payment for order flow, right? Take your data and then bring a wall directly against you to make sure that you can't either one, have your stock go in an advantageous position for you, or two, make it so that you can't execute your order at all. Back to the SEC filing. Rewind to 2014. Funnily enough, the NYSE has tried to amend how ALO orders work already. Hold on. Because of how they can be used for nefarious purposes, Citadel, the amendment would force to cancel the ALO once it crosses or locked, but not perform how it currently does in accordance with blankety blank, which means no buy-sell wall capability for them to use and abuse. Fast forward to today, that was a quick rewind. The smart people at NYSE has now done the hedge funds a dirty. There is no fundamental change to how specific order types work, but a rather elegant smack to the HFTs booties through changing how the PBBO is calculated. Going back to our ISO order we've discussed and how it can be in conjunction with an ALO, is where this starts to come together. They were going to force you to read a paragraph, but decided to be nice and just translate it directly into monkey speak. Change how PBO is calculated, F with how the ALO order's safety switch is described above. This makes it less enticing in their eyes, at least for HFTs, as it increases the risk associated with it, risk being eating away their profits due to no safety switch triggering from buy-sell pressure. This is simply simplifying the implications. To be honest, they are not as large as they following the suit of NASDAQ and other exchanges here. It has a particular ramifications of HFT's two fave order types that make it riskier to use, i.e. less appealing. So too long didn't read. NYSE tried to fix order types abused by HFTs in 2014. Failed. They tried again today, and on face value, they have succeeded in giving them a swift kick in the patootie. It's now riskier to use ISO ALO orders due to a safety switch of sorts being removed due to how the amendment proposes to calculate the PBBO of ISOs. This means it's less attractive for HFTs to abuse the order type. So this gives us a one step in the correct direction. And if this is due to the pressure that we have been lobbying with our interactions with Congresspeople, with the mainstream media now having to talk about Trey's channel, right, in Benzinga, this is the start of something brand new. And I'm excited to say, right, hold on, right here, I just want to pull this up. This is on Benzinga. What's going on with AMC stock today? Trey is in the very first part of the article here. So what do you guys think? My opinion on this is that, one, we're going to likely see that this type of manipulation from HFTs is going to be coming into light, and then we might be able to plug it into, but never really fully conclude that there was a causal effect to a lot of the price movements that we cannot understand. I'm going to try to steal the focus away from Meatball. There we go. And the other side of it is that you are looking into a world where there were attempts at trying to make it more equitable, trying to make the markets a little bit fairer to be used by people who are not high-frequency trading robots. That attempt was smacked down, and now is the first step of it being able to reclaim the most important pieces of our fair market, the fairness of it. So if you guys had another question about exactly what types of trades that we just covered here, refer back to some other previous DDs that we have mentioned specifically by the same user that wrote them, and give that user some love in the source link down below. As always, thank you guys so much. Thank you especially to those of you who are in the Gorillionaire, Meatball Space Legends here, and the Moon Platoon, and the countless more monkeys that cannot fit on this screen. And we'll see you all in the money. Thank you for pressing the WeBull link. Thank you for pressing the BlockFi link, both of which get you either 2 free stocks or $250 of free BlockFi down below. And we'll see you on our next live stream.